Hey everyone, welcome to Hog Hype Alabama Week edition. Tyler Cass joined by John Nabors and Kevin Luthringer. Kevin, we'll start with you. It's a big game as it gets. Does it lose any luster after the A&M loss?
It probably does lose some luster because it would have been a top 10 matchup coming in, and it probably would have been the biggest game in Fayetteville since the last time Alabama came into town. But I still think the whole season's ahead of Arkansas. They win this game, they still have a chance at doing anything they want to. So I think it loses some, but it's still the biggest game in Fayetteville in a while. So.
Yeah, it lost a lot to me. I was really looking forward to having an undefeated matchup in Fayetteville. But here's the thing. It's still Alabama. They're still coming to town. There's still a lot of season left. You got one loss. We've seen teams get in the college football playoff with one loss. We've seen teams win the SEC with one loss. So can't dwell on it. But if you're able to win this weekend, it'll redeem that loss that you had against A&M.
What do you take away, John, from that A&M game? What do they need to work on, and what really needs to be fixed ahead of Bama?
It's the mistakes. I mean, it's as simple as that. I know that this team's got a lot of talent. We know offensively they're very dangerous. We know defensively, especially up front, they're really good. Their secondary's lacking. But what's keeping them from being able to be that team we know they're capable of is their mistakes. They're costly mistakes, because I know that we could sit here and dive through that whole A&M game, but the fumble, the missed field goal, the penalties, the bad snaps, things like that have just been killing this team. So if they can just shore that up, they'll be in great shape. But they got to fix them. They got to fix them now.
All right. Alabama's Alabama. We know what it's going to be every year. Arkansas hasn't won this game in the Nick Saban era. Is there anything that makes you think that could change on Saturday, Kevin?
So probably not. I'll preface it, probably not. Alabama is Alabama. But I was looking back. The last 5 times Alabama has played on the road, true road game in the regular season, taking out a Mississippi State game last year where they won like 49-9, they've all been 3 points or less, with one of those being a loss to A&M. So this will be a big environment in Fayetteville. I do think Arkansas has a chance, but they better not drop down by 21-14 early, because I think they need to ride the hype of the crowd in this one.
I think this is going to be the one that they have to get. I'm not saying that if they lose this one, then they're never going to beat Nick Saban, but this is about as good of a chance as you have. Alabama's got some vulnerabilities. They got weaknesses. You're a team in Arkansas that you have a lot of strengths. If you're able to utilize it, limit the mistakes, call a good game, finish out strong, I don't see any reason why this can't be the time you finally beat Alabama after 15 years.
Is there a weakness in Alabama that you think specifically Arkansas needs to exploit?
I mean, not much. But if you have one, have one, though, I think the offensive line for Alabama has not been great. And Arkansas has done a really good job of putting pressure on quarterbacks and stopping the run. I think if you put pressure on Bryce Young, if you hold the running game into check, I see no reason why at least Arkansas going into the fourth quarter won't be in this game.
All right, it's not a top 10 or top 5 matchup. College game day is not in town. Still expecting Fayetteville to be pretty rowdy. It's a red out for the first time ever. John, what do you expect from the crowd?
Oh, the crowd's going to be electric. I mean, even though they lost this past weekend, you're still talking about a sellout crowd. It's probably going to be the biggest crowd Arkansas has seen maybe since 2010 Alabama. I know that still holds the record. They might be able to push that too. I'm actually not a fan of the red out, I'm going to be honest, because of the Razorbacks have so many different shades of red. I don't know why they can't figure it out. So that's just me. But still, the atmosphere is going to be great. I expect it to be rocking. It's going to be a beautiful weather day too. I feel like the crowd and the energy is definitely going to be there.
The Razorbacks need, just like you mentioned 2010, they need one of those, that wheel route to Ronnie Wingo.
Yeah.
Let the crowd go crazy and just ride that throughout. Now, do I think it's going to happen? I'm not sure, but.
All right, give me a score. Kevin?
Score prediction, I got Alabama 34, Arkansas 28.
John?
Yeah, I got Bama winning as well, but I think it's going to be close. I think Alabama wins this one 31-28.
Well, however it shakes out, it's all going down right here on THV 11, 2:30 CBS, Arkansas and Alabama. We'll see you guys there.